Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Yalek, and I just stumbled onto a base that is going to help us demonstrate perfectly a principle that I was talking about recently, which is triangulating Private Bullitt with your warriors to land him in specific places, very, very specific places, on a player base in order to maximize the effectiveness of his taunt in order to preserve the lives of your warriors. I do happen to be full boosted because I just did an op hit. Yes, that went well, thanks for asking. And I figure while I'm still boosted, I'm going to go do a couple others and, you know, make maximum use of this powder. So I hadn't really planned on stopping here, but then I ran into this base, which is all set up with all of the continuous damage. Every flamethrower and machine gun that he has, he seems to have put back into this corner of the base, directly surrounding his HQ, which would be a good idea otherwise. And if we approach this base in the normal way, we'd probably be looking at 3 shocks. I think we can get it down to 2, so I'm going to try something. My idea is we're going to have to clear a bunch of mines, because the most annoying thing about this base is that these mines are just everywhere and clustered very, very nicely. So those will be something to deal with, and it will be nice to be boosted for that. Speaking of which, this guy has no ice. So, I mean, we're not talking about a difficult base. The principle of this, what we're going to do on the shore is get everybody gathered up, and I think I'm going to have everybody come up to this rocket launcher. From there, I'm going to flare up to this flamethrower behind the HQ. Now, the reason for that is, obviously the troops will go there, but then Bullitt will have to select, he can't walk through the HQ. He's going to have to select a side to walk to, either the left or the right, and in this case, I'm about 97% confident he'll go to the right, because it should be an easier walk for him. Think of where he'll be standing down here. If my warriors are standing on this rocket launcher surrounding it, Bullitt's going to be standing like right over here, 3 tiles away from that. So from there, for him to wrap around the left side of this HQ would be very, very unusual. Now, as I said in my previous video, we know Private Bullitt's range. His range is 6 tiles. Or, sorry, the range of his taunt is 6 tiles, and the range of his shooting is like a heavy 3.3 or 3.5. I think it's 3.3 tiles. So we know that Bullitt's going to pick one side of this HQ or the other, and that means we've already got him fixed either on this line or possibly on this line, if you were to draw like lines right through this base, front to back. Very, very high probability that we're going to get him on this particular line here, the right side of the HQ. And he's going to be standing, since we flare to this first, this flamethrower, Bullitt will be standing 3.3 tiles away from it, which is going to put him right back here. Now that's a great spot, and I believe from that spot, since all of these things touch the HQ, and HQ has a is a 5x5 building, all of those buildings touching the HQ should be taunted as well, by virtue of the fact that Bullitt will be standing right here, and his taunt should extend to range them. I'm not quite sure about this back machine gun, but these two should definitely be taunted, I believe. Anyway, we're going to test that theory out after we clear the world of mines. Like, the whole world, because this guy's quite serious about them. And I am boosted, but in an effort to be... Normally I would never be using 2 barrages to clear mines, or almost never, except when I'm boosted, so I don't love doing that. Oh, I have an idea here. So I think I can avoid clearing those 3 mines right here. Again, we will see if I'm right. Just to be on the safe side. Okay. Here's that idea I was talking about. Let everything focus on Bullitt. Let it make so that Bullitt will definitely get... I don't know. That is not what we wanted. I'm gonna short smoke that a little bit. Again, I am fully boosted, but this is how I would handle the situation. Unboosted as well, so, you know, for integrity's sake, because, wow, you can beat somebody when you're fully boosted. Somebody with no ice, that's super impressive, right? So there's Bullitt, getting to exactly where we wanted him to be. We're going to hit Taunt, and I'm going to go like this and go like that. Now, I expected that... Alright, I expected that this machine gun here would not be taunted, so it was included in a shock with a shock launcher. But you'll notice we got all of the other towers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 8 towers around the HQ that we were interested in taunting, and managed to get all of them just by putting Bullitt in that one spot. Let's check that to be sure. Let's go to the replay, Jim. So many mines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and we ended up getting all of those guys. This machine gun I knew would not be taunted, but it was easily shocked with that shock launcher. And that's it. By getting Bullitt exactly, knowing exactly where Bullitt's going to land, we are able to use his taunt ability to its maximum potential to distract or incapacitate all of the towers that we most want not to be shooting at us. Obviously those are all very bad for warriors. Man, I wish that had worked out. I should have dropped the warriors a little sooner, I think, so Bullitt wouldn't have had so much time to stand there shooting. On ice bases, that doesn't happen, because Bullitt, on the ice bases, Bullitt doesn't have the time to destroy the thing. Oh well. Basic idea was a pretty good one. Anyway, you know how this hit goes from here. I'm Yalek. Like, thumbs up if you thought that's helpful. If you need me to explain more, please feel free to leave a comment or a question, and I will almost certainly get back to you, because I definitely have the time. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Have a great day.